in trying to apply systems thinking to life and situations that come along, I try to find sort of simple things that make sense, practical things that are more likely something you remember rather than the theory of or the concept of. And one of those is when you're making a decision, when you're putting some plans together, trying to solve something, who you have around the table is really important. And if in selecting those people, you have a more diverse group than, say, just your fellow colleagues who think alike or at your level, but a more diverse group, you're more likely automatically to look at things from a more systems perspective than just looking at it through a common set of eyes. An experience, and it's a hypothetical one that makes this point, is a story about a business that was producing and selling toothpaste. And they ran into the problem of finding that their retailers were calling up and saying, some of the boxes we're getting are empty. You got to do something about that. And so the executives got together at the high level and said, you know, this is not something we're going to solve rather easily ourselves. We'll bring a consultant in. About $6 million go through the coffers out to consultants. 6 months, a year goes by, but they're back with a solution. And the solution is a very complex system as the boxes of toothpaste go down to be put into a larger box to go out wholesale, then into retail, etc. If there's one that comes through empty, a buzzer goes off, and then somebody can reach off and pull that empty off and avoid the problem. They were very excited about the early results. They were seeing from statistics that instead of about 6 empties a week, those 6 empties were being found and no empties were going forward to the customer. Then, as time went on, the statistics started to show that there weren't any incidents. The machine wasn't finding any empties to take off. And so they go down to the line to inspect, you know, what's happening here. And they find the person there that was in charge, responsible for overseeing this particular part of the process, and you know what's going on. We're not seeing any empty boxes. And the gentleman explains, well, one of our employees put up a fan to blow the empties off because he was getting tired coming over. Every so often the buzzer goes off, he has to walk over and take the empty off. Simple fan was blowing the empties off. They had invested $6 million to solve this problem they had, which was a real problem. But if they had had somebody from the floor, somebody actually at that level a part of the process, that person might have said, well, you know, I think there's some ways we can do that. I mean, if this is a big concern, I wasn't aware that you were even concerned about these empties, I can set up a fan. If they'd had the right people around the table looking at the problem, a diverse at all levels, seeing it from various perspectives, from the customer, but most importantly to somebody right there at that step in the process, they could have avoided spending that much money, that much delay, trying to solve something that if you'd have looked at it from a systems point of view, you would have better understood what was going on and been able to maybe make the solution in a very simple and efficient way.